About 3.5 years ago, I was getting clean from drug addictions, and a friend told me that she was going through a class at the well called Getting Ahead.
I liked to drink a lot back in the day, a lot, and I didn't really think it was a problem. I just was really thirsty.
So Well Works is a program. It's an enterprise. It's part of the Well. Our goal is to provide work for our clients. And then our goal is to help equip them with the skills they need so we can launch them into a full-time position someplace here in town, in the Pella area, if they'd like.
Well Works started really as a result of watching people come in our door and see what their needs are. And I like to think about it personally. For a big piece of my story is work, right? We get so much dignity from work. We learn so many things through work. And a large percentage of the clients that we were seeing, they didn't have the opportunity for work. And we just saw that as a gap.
We believe that God has given everybody, gifts and talents and abilities, and that, work is good. I think God's wired us up that when we work and we do a good job, we feel good, and we can provide for things and all those other things. So there's a lot of positive energy, around being a successful worker, a successful employee. So I think our people kind of know that. Maybe they've been derailed in the past.
I have 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old named Serenity and a 6-year-old named Charlie. And in my addiction, my parents actually adopted my 6-year-old Charlie. And then my dad passed away in May, and that's when I moved to Pella.
My daughter was sick. She's got an immune deficiency, and I was also trying to get my high school diploma, my GED, at the same time. So I was working as a CNA at the cottages, but I would have to miss a lot of work because of her illness and with school. So they approached me and asked me if they could help with that. And so at first I was like, I want to do everything on my own, but through prayer, I decided to give it a shot, and I graduated.
Then I got with the Well, and they helped me get an apartment for the first time ever. I've never had my own place before. It was nice. I was a house hopper. I lived on people's couches and stuff. It was not good. So to have my own place with a door to lock behind me was just like, wow, this is nuts.
We are doing more than just providing work. With our resource center and with some of our programming, kind of behind the scenes, we're trying to help our people with more than just work skills. Truthfully, many of our clients are either unemployed when they come to us or underemployed.
We were approached by the Well if we would be interested in hiring some employees that were going to be graduating from the program. And we said, yeah. We were very excited about that. At the Well, they learn a lot of skills that very closely resemble our assembly part of our company. We've got fabrication, welding, and assembly is the last part where all the products come together and get put into to build the units. So the employees have become a part of that graduated and we hired. And the employees have been absolutely fabulous. They come to us with a good work ethic, with a great demeanor. I mean, they're happy, they're excited to have a job, and they're very dedicated. They're actually a great example for a lot of our other employees.
I was together with somebody for 18 years, so I was just learning how to be on my own and pay my own bills. And so the Well really showed me how to do that. And I've been successful with it for 3.5 years now.
The work aspect here wasn't like my biggest issue when I came to the Well. It was finding who I am and getting a good support network and working through all these emotional issues that I never really had time to deal with in my life. Like, the work is great, but for me, Here, it's not learning how to come to work every day. I already know how to do that. It's getting a good support network and finding people I can rely on and diving deeper into my relationship with God so that when I do leave here, it's not like a huge culture shock to like, oh my gosh, I barely have a relationship with God and now I really don't have time for it.
Yeah, just having the support, knowing, I mean, it doesn't feel like a real job when you come to work here. I mean, you just have all these people who just care about you and just want the best for you. And I think that's going to be the biggest challenge of leaving, because it's like, this is like our own little protection. And so to go out into the real world again, even though we've all been there.
So to work at this job Monday through Friday and clock out on Friday and see all my punch outs and punch ins and they're there, not missing any, I'm pretty proud of myself still to this day.
If you look at our work program, I think it does a beautiful job of tying all those things together. We're working with community partners. We're looking at the strengths that that person brings to the table, and we're encouraging them inside of that. And they walk away at the end of the day pretty excited about, I just had a good day. I want to come back tomorrow. I want to achieve in the community. I want to move out to another employer in the community. So those are the things that really get me excited when I think about how much potential there still is in this work program.